A white hospital executive says that he was fired and replaced by two women as part of a diversity push. He sued and was just awarded $10 million. Now, that's what happens when you try and social engineer, and I'm very happy that people are trying to fight back against this now. A white man has been awarded a $10 million payout in a wrongful termination lawsuit filed against his former employer, which he said fired him and replaced him with a white woman and a black woman as part of a push for diversity, according to court documents. Plaintiff David Duval was hired as Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications by Novant Health Incorporated, a North Carolina-based not-for-profit health system with 15 medical centres and more than 1,800 physicians, on August the 5th, 2013, according to the complaint. He was fired without prior warning on July the 30th, 2018, and ordered off the Novant premises, according to the lawsuit. As part of Novant's severance plan, any executive who was terminated without cause would, under normal circumstances, receive 30 days' notice of that decision, the complaint said. But it sounds like they just scooted him out the door. Off you fuck, empty your desk, empty your locker. But Duval was terminated without any explanation as to why that promised normal circumstances did not apply, according to the complaint. The lawsuit alleged that Duval, who was performing at a high level and exceeding the performance expectations, was then replaced by a white woman and a black woman for the express purpose of increasing gender and racial diversity among Novant executives, which his attorney, Luke Largess, argued constituted discrimination based on sex and race, because it is. If you don't give someone a job, or you remove someone from a job, or you don't offer them the same opportunities and so on based on their race, then that is discrimination. I'm drinking this because I've got a cold. It's not the coof. I don't have the coof, but I keep having coughing fits. Yeah, and it sucks. So I can't film any Mad Lads right now, even though I've got part two of a big Mad Lad to film, because I'll just be coughing and spluttering all the way through it. So, that's fun. Excuse me. Defendant's termination of plaintiff on account of his race and sex directly violated this express public policy of the state of North Carolina. Thus, the termination of plaintiff was wrongful and unlawful under state law, the complaint says. On Tuesday, a jury in the case ruled that Duval had proven that his race, Caucasian, and or his sex, male, was a motivating factor in Novant Health's decision to terminate him. The jury also found Novant Health had not been able to prove that it would have made the same decision regardless of Duval's race and or sex, according to the complaint. God damn, fucking hell, they actually won a case about this. That's unexpected. Usually stuff like this would just get thrown out right away. Duval was awarded $10 million in punitive damages from Novant Health, court records show. Megan Rivers, Director of Media Relations at Novant Health, told CNN in an email that the health system is disappointed in the verdict and will pursue all options, including appeal. Well, or what you could do, my bloody throat, what you could do is not assign people roles and jobs depending on what colour their skin is. Like, hire the person that's best for the job. That's what you want. I mean, I've got a company, like, I hire people. I hire the people that are best for the job. I don't, on the little application form, like, say, oh, what race are you? What gender are you? What's your sexuality? What colour of fucking underwear are you wearing? Like, I don't ask any of that because, A, none of that's my fucking business, and B, what the fuck does any of that have to do with writing scripts and editing videos? Nothing. Literally nothing. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't believe that you know how to use I don't know if you know how to use After Effects because you're black. Like, no, that's not how that works. So I don't ask any of that because I don't care and it's not relevant to the fucking job. Megan Rivers, I've just read that. Novant Health is one of thousands of organisations to put in place robust diversity and inclusion plans. You're even trying to get it in your public statement, even though Pulling that shit is what got you fucking, like, why you had to make a payout, which we believe can coexist alongside strong non-discriminatory policies. No, it can't. It literally can't, though. That extend to all races and genders, including white men. Oh, you know, she was unhappy. She was sick in her mouth as she typed that. It's important for all current and future team members to know that this verdict will not change Novant Health's steadfast commitment to diversity, inclusion, and equity for all. See, not equality, equity. See, by you using that word right there, you are guilty. You are guilty. Equity is not the same as equality. Equity is giving people certain privileges and certain one-ups over other people so that you can bring them up to a level playing field as you see it. Equity is absolute social engineering. Anyway, I'm back after my coughing fit, which is like my 30th today, and again, that is why I cannot film the Mad Lad, because I'm bloody dying. But anyway, I'm just going to power through this article. Largest told CNN Duval's lawsuit is not a statement against diversity and inclusion programs. Yes, well, it should be, because it's social engineering. You're literally granting people things based on the colour of their skin, right? Diversity and inclusion programs involve taking away things from other people to give it to others based on characteristics, immutable characteristics mostly, about themselves, right? That is discrimination. You are deciding what people get based on these characteristics. That is discrimination. Well, but discrimination can be a good thing, which is an argument I've had before, by the way. See with fucking Femi. Oh, fucking hell. Femi thinks that discrimination, basically, you know, it's putting it quite bluntly. I mean, I used to like Femi and everything. We used to be chill with each other and all that, but then he started trying to say I was a Nazi and a racist and everything. He just fully drank the Kool-Aid. Femi himself is a racist. He does not like white people. He does not. And he thinks that discrimination against white people is a good thing. He thinks it is a good thing. So, Femi, he's racist. I think that people should be given positions and jobs and things based on their skills and abilities, you know, like meritocracy. That way, you're not judging them on anything apart from what talents they have learned and achieved and developed throughout their life. Whereas some people want to do it on race, and those people are racist. The jury learned that Duval was a strong advocate of diversity and inclusion at Novant. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? He sat on an executive committee that supported the initiative, and his team provide marketing for the programme. That was one irony in his termination, his belief in diversity and inclusion, but such programmes have to be run lawfully. They literally can't. Diversity and inclusion programme, I've already explained, right? Fighting off a coughing fit. We believe the punitive damages award was a message that an employer cannot terminate and replace employees simply based on their race or gender in order to achieve targets for greater diversity in the workforce. It is plainly unlawful and harmful, and that was obvious to the jury. And there we go, we're finally at the end. I managed to fight off the coughing fit long enough. But yes, the one way to avoid this is do not have diversity and inclusion programs, because they themselves are in fact racist, and do not hire people based on race, gender, sexual orientation, or any of that shit. You just don't do that. You hire who is best for the job, right? And it's just, because it is insulting, like, see for example, picture like a black person that is like quite high up in a company. He gets granted a job and he's sitting there, the one black guy on this board of white executives, right? He knows why he's there. He knows why he's there. It wasn't through hard work. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just, you know the points I'm going to make. I've made the fucking points all before. Don't hire people based on race. Don't hire them based on sex, gender, blah, blah, blah. Just hire people based on their actual talents, right? Do that. Stop being a racist. I'm going to go and die now.